Warzone is hands down the best part about Modern Warfare. It allows me to enjoy the game, it allows me to have a good time, I don't complain, I don't whine. I just want to keep playing it. Play it over and over and over again. As you guys know, it's probably my favorite game mode, and as you'll see in this gameplay, I'm going to show you guys how to play it pretty fast. I actually already made I think I'm going to make a video soon on how to play fast-paced, but it's very simple. You just find cars, go for bounties, hop out, kill people. It's very fun, easy, and probably the best BR in my personal opinion. But there's a few huge problems that is weighing it back for me, especially since, as you guys know, it's a AAA developed video game. This isn't a indie developed battle royale. This was made by Infinity Ward or whoever else, Raven Software or something like that. Someone made this, but it was by Activision. Activision is paying for this to be done. So obviously it should be high quality, or you would think it would be high quality. But there's two things that are weighing it down, and that is the footstep noise, which is absolutely ridiculous, and just the sound audio in general, and also the just unnecessary, ridiculous lag that I deal with on a constant basis. Like I said, I love this game mode, it's great, but these two things are killing it, and they need to work on it pronto. I've been complaining about connection in the regular 6v6, 10v10, and Ground War servers since the game has released. I've been talking about this is not an issue that's new, and this was actually one of the reasons why I thought that Warzone was going to fail. As you guys know, well, people who've been following me for at least a month or two, you know that I initially thought Warzone was going to be trash. Now I think it's actually really good, so my opinion definitely changed drastically. But one of the main reasons why I thought it was going to turn out to be trash was because of the lag, the unnecessary lag. And in a battle royale game where the majority of your gunfights are long range to medium range, sometimes even up close, all of those encounterments need to be good. You can't be lagging around, chopping around, having 100 plus ping, especially when your game apparently has 15 million downloads or 15 million people playing it. Why is it still partying me up with 100 plus ping servers? I don't understand. It doesn't seem logical to me. It's an issue that should be resolved, and definitely should be resolved in the future if they want this battle royale to last in the long run. And yes, you can counter that and say, well, it's just a great battle royale overall in general. That's why it's going to last years and years and years. But if it's going to continue to put players in servers where your shots are rubber banding and you can't get anything going, I mean, I've been in some really, really bad lobbies, and there's nothing you can do about it. You either sit there and wait 2 hours, you back out, sit there and look for 2 hours again. You just have to force yourself into the lobby and deal with the horrible lag. It shouldn't be happening in a game that has 15 million people apparently playing it. You would think that's enough people playing this game that you can find someone that's close to you, especially with this coronavirus thing that's going around and all these people are down in quarantine. My town is getting quarantined as well. All the restaurants are closing, a lot of businesses are closing, schools are closing, spring break is being extended. A lot of people are home. A lot of people are just chilling. And if they're bragging about how many players are playing this BR right now, you would think that enough people locally around me would be playing it as well. And like I said, I've been playing it all day pretty much, trying to grind out live streams for you guys over on Twitch. Make sure, please, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and follow that. It's twitch.tv/JbowenDaMan. You can find all of that information down in the description of this video, links to both my Twitter and Twitch. But I've been trying to grind and get a bunch of Twitch streams up for you guys so I can try to diversify my JbowenDaMan name and stuff like that, so it's not just YouTube only. And I've been trying to grind a bunch of clips and everything. I've been on pretty much all times of the day, whether it's morning, afternoon, nighttime. It doesn't matter what time. I still get put into these horrible connection lobbies along with the hit detection never registering. It's ridiculous at this point that we even have to discuss this. And then for the actual footsteps, the loudness of the footsteps is just absurd. It makes no sense that multiplayer has the loudest footsteps in the universe. You can hear someone from 5 buildings away in multiplayer. But when you're playing Warzone, you can't hear anybody at all. Even someone who's literally 2 steps behind you, you can't hear them sneaking up on you. That doesn't make any sense to me because a battle royale is based around sound, while multiplayer, traditional Call of Duty multiplayer, isn't mostly based around sound at all. It's mostly just about running, gunning, and having a good time. Why are they the complete opposites? It doesn't make any sense to me why the traditional Call of Duty styled video game has insanely loud footsteps so nobody can move, but then in Warzone, a Battle Royale game mode, it has insanely low footsteps so everybody can move. They're opposite. They're backwards. It doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make any sense. Along with hearing where gunshots are coming from, what floor people are running on, whether they're above you, below you, whether it's a car that's off in the distance or right next to you, whether it's a plane that's near you, you just do not know. Sound is not viable when it comes to the BR and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. You cannot rely on it whatsoever. You have to strictly rely on your teammates and your eyesight, and you have to be aware at all times because someone can easily climb a ladder behind you and you won't even hear it. While in Modern Warfare multiplayer, you'll hear it a mile away. And one last thing, I actually did not mention this in the beginning of the video, but this is a major issue as well. Why can I jump off insanely high buildings in Warzone without pulling my parachute and it does no damage, but if I jump down 4 stairs, I will die? What? Why is Warzone perfectly made? Why is Warzone made like a Call of Duty game, but the multiplayer isn't? It doesn't make, it literally makes zero sense to me. It actually aggravates me with how they're designing these video games, and it proves that their main focus for Modern Warfare, their only focus for Modern Warfare, was the Battle Royale. They gave zero craps about 6v6, 10v10, and ground war. They gave zero craps about any of that stuff. Their only and main focus was making sure this Battle Royale was a good game mode. And it clearly shows because a lot of the features that are in the BR, you can tell simply from looking at the 6v6 side when they were changing perks and they were changing weapon balances and stuff like that. They were clearly changing those things, not for the multiplayer experience, not so those perks worked better in multiplayer, but so they worked amazing in ground war. So it was more diverse when you hop into a ground war match. Because more than half the stuff, the equipment and the tacticals and the scopes, are useless when it comes to 6v6. Everybody just runs around with either iron sight or a red dot and the same attachments. It's nothing new. But when you're playing Warzone, you want to mix and match stuff. You either want Ghost or you might want Overkill. You might want, what's it called? Cold Blood, so you can't be seen by thermals. You use all different types of scopes, a bunch of different perks. All the tacticals and lethals are useful in Warzone. Everything in this game was made around this game mode. But those are honestly the only 2 things that I can really think of that would make this game mode better. Altogether, it's one of my favorite BRs, like I've been saying. It's tons of fun. I'm enjoying it. It's fast-paced. It's action-packed. Has tons of stuff to do. It's a million times better than the original Modern Warfare multiplayer experience. But those 2 things will definitely make or break the future of this game mode. I promise you. If they ignore, I'm going to repeat myself again, if they ignore the connection of this game mode, it is done for. It is done for. They cannot do the same thing they did with their multiplayer. Hopefully they learned from their mistakes. Hopefully they learned from the backlash of the community about their multiplayer side. Well, mostly around the connection and the hit detection and stuff like that. And hopefully they're going to switch around the footsteps as well. Not too high. Don't go. This is my fear right here. I'm afraid that they're going to make the footsteps like Modern Warfare multiplayer. Absolutely absurd and out of this world. I don't know why they have them like that in multiplayer, but I have a bad feeling that that's what they're going to do. And for me, I'm a little worried about it because I think the footsteps are good, quiet, but I would like to hear if someone's climbing a ladder at least, you know? I can't even hear that. I can't hear if someone's coming up on the building that I'm on. I can't hear what floor people are on. They need to work on the all-around sound of Warzone. But the number one thing has to be the connection. They cannot ignore the connection. I can't tell you how many times I've joined into lobbies where I cannot move, I cannot shoot, I cannot engage with the enemy without them skipping across the map. How many times I've actually engaged with the enemy, but he teleports from one area to the next area, completely throwing me off guard. But on his screen, he didn't teleport. He's just running, so he just lasers me, while I'm still shocked and in awe from him just, teleporting across the map. There's a lot of bad things that revolve around the connection in Modern Warfare. And if they want this BR to last, they gotta fix it. But guys, if you could do me a massive favor, please go down into the comment section and let me know your personal opinions on what you hate the most about Warzone. What are your biggest griefs? What do you think is holding down this game the most? Like I said, personally, the lag, hit detection, and the footstep volume is what's really thrown me off here. That's really it. Everything else works really good. Personally, how I play it now is I just find a car, I find a bounty, get my loadout drop, and we just ride around getting bounties and stacking up more money. And with that that money, you could buy UAVs and stuff like that, so you can call in advances when you go for a bounty. It's a lot of things that you could do to play aggressive. I'll make sure I make a video to show you guys that. But make sure you leave your opinions down below. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. If you hate it, go dislike it. If you're brand new and you enjoy what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, if you just want to chat with me or see what I'm talking about, you can follow me over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And also, if you want to catch my live streams, you can follow me over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.